Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to we're doing. Oh, hello, hello, Arisok. Yes, all of me should be transmitting, which is a good thing. We're doing Champions Online tonight. This is new. We're going to create a hero online, and I know for a fact there are just so many different options and things to go through. This is going to take a while. This isn't like... hey, Callum Blaze, welcome to the chat. Hello, Daniel, welcome to you as well. This isn't like any other MMO that I've played before, in that there was one, City of Heroes, which was basically the one that came before this. Other than that... this is all very new. So here's the hero that we're going to create. The silhouette there. Let's jump in and actually start creating a character. How do I do that? Create your champion? Yeah, I'm clicking on stuff. Nothing's happening. Yeah, absolutely nothing is happening. This is the best way to start a stream ever. In fact, my computer seems to have been locked up. There we go. Cancel that. Technical problems abound on all of these things that that I end up doing, and for some reason, all right, it doesn't. Yeah, Champions doesn't like being on and left alone for a while. So I'm just going to cancel that game client. It doesn't take too long to boot back up again, so that's good. How are you all? Are you all enjoying your Tuesday? I know it's Tuesday, but it's not Monday. That's a good thing. Do let us know in the chat window thing how you're doing. We like that. We like hearing that. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this is loading up again. You should have it in a second. There we go. And it's saying happy anniversary. The reason it's saying happy anniversary... you see, this is working now, you see. You're hot, but good otherwise. Why are you hot? What are you doing? Oh, Dan, you've been playing Forza. How is Forza? Are you enjoying it a lot? Because I would expect to enjoy it a lot. It's just... driving games, they're just so much fun. Okay, so here we are. This is the main account creation screen. You've got various different types of things that you can do. Now, some of these are locked, but you can buy them using this Zen, I think it's called. So I could buy the Cybernetic Warrior with the Zen, but you have to buy that in the shop, and then there's all sorts of things happening. So we're not going to do that just yet, unless there's something that just leaps at us, say, yeah, actually, yeah, we want to create that kind of character. But what I want to hear from you guys in chat, what sort of character do you think is going to be most interesting to play? Now, I will tell you right away, usually I play melee characters, something like these guys. Oh, Callan, you just got out of the shower. I get that as well. You jump in the shower, you have a great shower, you get out of the shower, and yes, yeah, it gets really hot. I also get it when I drink a cup of tea. It might just be me. I don't know. Okay, so Daniel's saving Forza for the stream tomorrow, which is fantastic, because I think he's going to do a really great job at that. He always does. Now, we've got all of these different characters. I'm going to tell you what some of them are, and then I'm going to want to get some idea of what you think. Oh, Callan, you get the same problem with tea as well. Tea, coffee, anything hot. It sends me into rivers of sweat, because I just get too hot. Right, so what have we got here? We've got ranged characters here, which again, like I said, not too interested in, but these are the glass cannons, basically, the stand away from the fight and fire things. So kind of like your ranger character. This is the Inferno, which is a fire controller by the look of it. Hurling flames and projectiles and which sounds kind of fun. You do lots of range damage. Good damage from a distance, but weak in melee combat, and can take less damage than other roles can. And all of these are going to be about the same, and I'm not going to enjoy any of them, unfortunately. So here we've got the soldier and the archer as well, the sort of the marksman. I don't know who Mark is, but there you go. And all of these have the same thing in common. Now you can see as I hover over these, they've all got different character models, but that's just a very, very basic thing, and we're going to go much deeper into the way that the character looks in a bit. Now, one of the things that I could do in Melee... Oh, I tell you what, we'll do support and hybrid first, and then we'll go into the two kind of up-close classes. So support, you would think... it's healing, it's a little bit of defending, that kind of you can take things from other people and give them to that. So the whole idea of like an archangel or something like that, or then this one which is mind control, and this is cool. I've always wanted to be a superhero. It wasn't available in the job description thing when I was a kid. Apparently it is now. I have no idea. So that's the sort of things you can do. You can do psychic aura things and stuff, and then you can do you'll be able to do healing and things. Other ones, like you've got inventors and the witch, which is the paid for versions of them, give you other sort of archetypes as well. Hybrids. Wow, I like the idea of some of these. Actually, some of these hybrids. But I haven't got any yen, I think, to do it. Yeah, so they're interesting characters again. The one that's available is the Dimensional Sorcerer, Master Maid, Rune Witch type of thing. So they don't really fall behind in any area of combat. So you could kind of do a character like that. So here's one, the Specialist, which kind of a bounty hunter type of character. It's like Daredevil with swords, by the look of it. Techno Ninja, that's what they call them. But yeah, so that's a hybrid class. So you could do a bit of both. But what I'm really interested in is Melee. Now, I've got a having looked at all of these a bit earlier, there's some that I think I would actually like to try. We'll start off by having a look at the Glacier, which is a tank. So it's a kind of cryo-suity, built to take damage and good at grabbing foes' attention kind of thing. The problem with tanks, I think, and there's the Behemoth one, same sort of thing, a kind of golem type of character. The problem that I've got with tank is that I don't think it's going to be very good solo, and we're going to have to start this solo, even if later on we might have a team. Because what I would really like at some point is other people from Battle Cattle to join me playing this game, because I think it's a really cool game. So I think I would like to go through for a melee character. But what do you think in chat? Because we've got a couple of people in there now. What would you like to see being played? Because I can always remake a character if we do a big team thing. So for tonight, what would you like to see? What sort of character would you want? I realise that just gives me about 15 seconds. But whilst you all sort of catch up with replying and stuff. But I can tell you in the meantime, we've got a big full week of Battle Cattle streams ahead of us. None of which I can remember because I'm not that smart. But some of which I'm going to be able to tell you by going into my account on Twitter. What have we got? What have we got coming up? Tomorrow night is Dan, obviously, playing Forza, which sounds absolutely amazing. And he's going to be streaming on Thursday night as well, from 7 o'clock on both nights. Friday, we've got Desktop Simmer and Danacon at 8 o'clock. They start 8 till 9. Yeah. We've got JD. Oh, Simmer's on tomorrow night as well. Vimus isn't playing boats tonight. He played boats last night. It's kind of a thing. JD Mulletman on at 10 o'clock on Saturday, and on Sunday we've got Simmer from 9 o'clock onwards. So lots and lots of things to do and see. Simmer is on Wednesday too. That's right. Yes. But we don't like telling him, talking about it too much, because it'll all go to his head. So, any ideas for what you'd like to see in the game? No. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to choose the one that I think is going to be most interesting. This is this melee character here. A Cosmic Knight, a Militant Monk. That's the kind of... I kind of like that as an idea. So we'll zoom on to the next bits. That's the archetype. Move on. And this is the thing that makes the game for me. You can customize everything and the City of Heroes was the first game that you could do this sort of thing with. So if I wanted to, I can randomize. I've got an option here to sort of go, all right, I want that power armor set, or I want this ninja set, or something like that, or this knight set. That's pretty. I don't like that very much. I could be a beast. I could be a sort of classic superhero. A vigilante, or spellcaster, or I could just randomize from any sort of set. So if I choose any randomized costume, we just press it, and it just picks up costume sets from all over the place. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't know what's happened to his legs. Look, that's really odd, but kind of fun. Now, I quite like that actually. Right, I'm just gonna click this a few times. Well, which means we're gonna miss a load of stuff. But this is always how I used to do a City of Heroes character. And Champions Online is basically City of Heroes 2. They got the rights to do the City of Heroes franchise. I'm wondering what happens if we choose something like. If I choose something like, because he's kind of ninja-y, isn't he? You just go to superhero and then randomize that. That's the kind of thing you get. Or maybe we could go with cowboy. We could have a cowboy, a randomized cowboy. They're more YMCA than superheroes. I think that's pretty cool. Hey, check that out. He's all glittery and stuff. Looks a bit odd. Switch static stance and yeah. What do you think, everyone? I quite like that. There's no way to keep any of this because you can randomize everything, pretty much. So if I wanted to randomize the basic costume colours, you do that. So you keep the same models and stuff, but the things move. He's a bit glossy, says Aerosorg. Or I can randomize the head types. Yeah. Random colours. He is a bit glossy. Is there any way I can sort of undo it, or can I sort of randomize all? I don't want to do that. I'm really trying to think of something that I can use as a kind of starting character. But maybe that was wrong. Maybe ninja is better to give us some sort of thing. Oh, that's very similar. Callan says nice. That's good. And you can do so much stuff with this. I mean, this is basically Daredevil. The thing is randomized Daredevil. What am I going to go for? I like the glossy bits of that, I think. But we can go in and change some stuff as well, so... That's interesting. It's all red. Let's see if we can... randomize some colours and get something a bit more interesting. That's a bit, I don't know, maybe. It's very easy to do very bad designs in this game. I'm hoping. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Now I can come up with here, and I can just choose any other colours that I want for the thing. It's a bit Mike Myers-y, isn't it? Bobby Games, thanks for coming along, but no, I don't want your Spotify music playlist, thanks. I tend not to play music on here. The music that's playing at the moment is the background for the game, and I've got it very low because of I don't want to get caught out by YouTube, basically, because we put all of these on YouTube as well. There doesn't seem to be a skin colour here, which is worrying. Skin that's just pink. It is a mask though, so perhaps I can get away with having a white face like that. Right, and now we can change any of this stuff by clicking on these icons at the top. Even weapon choice, isn't that amazing? And the mood, and there's so much to do here. Right, so we'll start with head type. I quite like the head type. I can zoom in here and have a bit of a proper look at him. So let's. This is a full mask at the moment, and you can see the difference. That's a full mask. You can see the difference in the different types of things that you can get. There's all robotic. There's the scarecrow one, skulls, heads, and neck. Werewolf partial. Oh, that's not possible at the moment for me. But they do let they do. Because I'd like a werewolf. I like things like werewolves. But I can't do that at the moment because I'm not paying for it, basically. But I quite like the full mask. You can choose a material: cloth, leather, metal, or silk cloth. We'll go with silk cloth. No folds or basic folds. Quite like the basic folds. They give it a bit of shape and everything. What else have we got here? And then we can shuffle these colours along. In fact, we could, if we take off his thing, randomise these colours a bit. In a full mask, we want that to be a light mask. There we go. Head type. Ah, this is giving us a bit more right. So what you can do with these, you can do sort of like really black, but if you pull up the grey a bit, you actually get to see some of the texture a bit better underneath, which I always thought was better. But similarly, having these kind of much lighter, I think, is better as well. I wanted to try and change his head. That doesn't seem to be happening. Oh well, there we go. Hairstyles we can change if we want. So we've got standard at the moment. Change it to any number of... Oh my god, look at those. So many different hairstyles. I could have falling out hair. I could be like me. Or you could be a fruit bat. If you unlock the content, you can be a fruit bat. I quite like the idea of him not having any hair, and then he's just got a full face mask. Is that possible? What have we got? None. Yes, there we go. He's just a face masked hero. Yeah. That's hairstyle B. Which again, oh, does that mean you can do like 2 different hairstyles? Oh my god, look at that. Wow. You this is amazing. You could have an afro with sprouts coming out of it. Yeah, let's not do this. That's silly. None. That should be none. So he's got a bald head. Eyebrows. None. Aggressive. Aggressive eyebrows. Basic eyebrows. He's just a basic eyebrow bitch. Big eyebrows. Like he can fly with them or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's an eyebrowy sort of person. I think none. Eyes, we've got cloth, metal, or shiny. Let's have shiny. And then... Ooh. Android eyes. I don't know what this character's going to be yet. It's all very exciting. Ears, can we have ears? We can have bat ears. And bunny ears. and cat ears, because of course you can. Open it up and you can have dragons. Dragon fins, you can have goats and things, again, if you pay for access to it. Accessories such as glasses and things. Alien eyes. I like the idea of that. Why he would want a blindfold, I don't know, but he could have it's like the medical symbol then. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool as well. I do like that eye plate. I think we could have that eye plate, but if we're going to have that eye plate, I'm going to want to change the hairstyle or have some headwear. Headwear we can have. Ooh. Oh god, that's not a bowler hat. Whoever, yeah, you don't have tall bowler hats as well. That's a stovepipe hat, and that's as close to a trilby as I've seen. You could have a brain in a jar. Anybody want a brain in a jar? That's a pretty cool thing to have. Clown. I don't know where they get these things from. That's not any sort of clown that I've seen. Go through some more of these. I do. You do. I can't even pronounce your name. The Znexnox. That's not right. I'm sorry. But please do let us know how to pronounce it in the thing. Yeah. Do be careful with capital letters and. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, capital letters and spamming of stuff. Otherwise, it'll come up. But yeah. Thanks very much for following the channel. That's very, very, very kind of you. Right, what do we got here? So many of these different things. Oh God, that's that medieval helmet. It's. Oh right, you just many exclamation marks. Yeah, it's the bot. I haven't changed it from its default thing, and it does catch a lot of people out, I'm afraid. I do apologise for that. That's quite nice. This plated skull cap. But I'd like a hat. I'm going to go back to that bowler hat that we saw first of all because I like that. Okay, so for some bizarre reason, the character now has a bowler hat. It's not Halloween yet. No, you're right. It's not Halloween yet. Magneto. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. So that's what he looks like now. I want to put other stuff. Okay, we can have accessories on the top. But there's too many things. An Art Deco crest. I don't think that works. Let's have a look at some of these side accessories. A lot of people do go for Halloween stuff this early on in October. I don't think I want to give him horns and things. I'm kind of happy with him. He doesn't need mouth accessories. The fact that he hasn't got any hair and stuff, that's weird enough. But I think I might actually want to see if I can give him some hair. Now that now, here's the other interesting thing about this this costume thing. If you click on that, I think. Oh no! All right, you can lock stuff so that when you randomize things, it doesn't change it. I see. I just wanted to give him. It's braided. Is that long hair? That's not quite what I wanted, but that's close. Balding. That's. No, I know it might look like me. That's not quite what I had in mind. He's got bangs. Oh, that's alright. That doesn't look too bad. He's got his face mask, and he's got hair over a face mask. I know. But for some reason, I quite like it. And I'm guessing, well, I think I'm going to do a kind of a... Now that I'm playing around with this. I think I'm going to do kind of a character that's a little bit brighter, but maybe has some sort of coat on or something. We'll see what we can do when we get to that. Maybe, actually, I tell you what might work. It's a kind of brown. I'm mixing styles up here. Here we go. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. I don't like that top very much. We can get to that later, but right. So tops. Let's get to it now. In fact, you've got lots of different things. You can have t-shirts and stuff. That's tight. That's formal. Oh wow! Look at that. He's got a shirt on. Everything. You can change that to a metal shirt or plaid shirt. You can go. Like I said, you can make a really awful looking character with this. I'm very good at making really awful looking characters, unfortunately. I think we'll go with skin there, and then we'll choose. That's quite nice. That's all right. Basic hair. Diffuse is basic. Diffuse hair. Red. All right. Fair enough. I don't know quite what that's going to do. All right. That's good. Chest layer. So we've got different layers that we're building up. This should be able to do something like, yeah, having armor on or something like that. That's pretty cool. Armor. Cowl, if you want to have a cowl. Heavy armor. Bandages. I don't know where you would. Well, maybe you. Yeah. This isn't quite bronze. I like this stuff. Good thing about this is you can go through it pretty quickly, actually, just by hovering over the mouse with it. Hovering over the mouth with it. What am I talking about? So you could use something like a neckerchief there to make a kind of cowboy type of character. I quite like the vest. Polo shirt, that's because that's very superhero-y, polo shirts. What's that? Tunic. Oh, okay. I like that idea. The thing that's letting it down at the moment is that hat. It just doesn't. The hat does not look right. So. Oh, that's better. That's nicer. Ah, skin colours. Fantastic. Let's not make him too pasty, but there we go. That's what he. That's better. He looks better, brighter. That's the thing. Looks like some Saints Row character. He does a bit. What do you think I should be doing? There's, you know, the world is there. What would you like to see? Or Agents of Mayhem, yeah. In fact, tune in tomorrow night on Dan's channel for Agents of Mayhem. No, he's not playing that tomorrow night. Never mind. Sorry, ignore me. I mean, don't ignore me. I'm the person who's streaming. But other than that, ignore me. See, I like that, but I want it to be slightly darker. Oh, that's getting better. So they've got this blue on the one hand. Could sort of match up with that a bit. That's too much. There we go. That's not bad. Head type. Material. We'll make that leather, because leather is nicer. Oh, you can choose the type of mask it is as well. That's awesome. There's a little history here. The masks that... That's alright. He's got his... That reflects on there. I would take his hat off. We want to give him something else. I love superhero style games. I played City of Heroes when it was first released on release day, all the way through to the day that it stopped, that it died. And Champions Online had already sort of started at that point. Hello, we could go sort of mystically monkish there. Yeah, so I was very, very unhappy when City of Heroes closed, because I thought it was a fantastic game. I really enjoyed the game. And there's not much else out there that does it like this does, like a proper MMO, you know. Who's that? That's not bad. I quite like that with the helmet and stuff. Right, his body needs to change, because that jacket thing doesn't look right. Now that we've got some sort of idea of what he's doing, that's not bad actually. It gives you the kind of gives you breasts. That's what it does. Yeah. What are your favourite sort of games, MMOs, that whatever it is that you're going with? Oh, I'm tempted. I'm tempted with that ancient tech. Because it fits with everything else, look. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think we might just have it, but before I move on, I do want to just sort of show you the different things that you've got here. Hands, you can have left, both, right, so you can choose whichever one you want. You can have different gloves on each one. But we've got a long glove chevron at the moment, so if we choose short gloves on one, that's what that looks like. We choose a right hand thing, and that can be, oops, that can be that. And then a left hand thing, and that could be that. You see they've got different ones on each. Or we can go back to both, and then we can go to that, which is what we had before. Oh, you're suffering through Marvel Heroes. Yeah, I played a little bit of DC Universe Online. Yeah, the Batman games, I loved them. In fact, the first one that was really it was Batman Begins, the game that came out on the Xbox, and presumably on the PS4 and everything else. I thought that was the better I'm Batman sort of game. It fitted in more with the movie, and you know the actions that you had to do with it just sort of felt a bit more like Batman. But grabbing Arkham Arkham Asylum for the first time, and then starting to play through that, you really do feel like a superhero. And there's actually on my YouTube channel there's a whole playthrough of me doing Arkham for probably the third or fourth time I played through it. Arkham games have been fantastic, and I've played every one through, which I don't normally do with games because I don't normally complete games, but those I've really enjoyed. Anyway, yes, so you can see there's other things like this, arm accessories as well. So if we want to add things onto the biceps, it's not necessarily a bad idea. What fits? That kind of fits. I think we'll probably leave it. Yes, Scarecrow breaks the fourth wall on more than one occasion. In fact, Scarecrow didn't just break the fourth wall, he climbed through it and rebuilt it again behind him. That's right. Tights and skin. So this is where the stuff that's underneath everything, we get to change that as well. So we could change the belt, because I'm not... The belt doesn't quite look like that. Looks better. That looks better. The gun holster, tech gun holster. We're going very techie with this character. The legs, we've got tights at the moment, but again, you can change that to what you want. I'm happy with it. Belt accessories you can add in, which we haven't got because we haven't got access to it. Costume pieces, clothing, anything like... It's pretty amazing stuff. There's so many things to play with. Hips, and obviously the hips don't lie. Armor full plate. It's basically, it's covering his nads, and that's it, isn't it? I can have that. It's like, that's the biggest utility belt. There's the big superhero panties, just in case you're a big superhero. I like that. Stitch plates over his nuts. That's what we want. Leg accessories. So you can have chains or something like chains. Sorry, or something like that. Fins. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Feet. I think I'm happy with. I am. Yep. Tails or rear accessories. Want a tail at all? I don't think I want a tail. But if you wanted to make that kind of character, it's there. You know, the abilities are there to do it. Weapons. This is where it comes in. Right, martial arts melee weapons. We've got a katana, or we could have an axe, or a high-tech katana. I think because he's high-tech-ish, I think he probably would have something which is a bit more high-tech-y. Energy swords! Awesome. Let's go with Energy Sword 1. It looks like they just put a fluorescent tube in a thing, which you don't do that because it will kill you. Energy number 3, I think. This game is a little bit, yeah, furries have it. If you want to be a furry character, this is the game to do it in. And some supergroups in City of Heroes was based on them, because City of Heroes originally didn't have those kind of animal pieces, and yet there was a massive outcry from the community saying we want to be animals, we want to be, you know, we want to be a werewolf type of character or something like that. I always wanted to be a werewolf. It was just more fun. When I was a kid, one of my favourite things was Werewolf by Night. So there you go. Now, the other thing that we've got on here, back pieces. So we can have tanks or things like that. COV crossover, that's right. Yeah, when they brought the big box of it out and they had those little HeroClix figures included with it, that was cool. Hey, I could have a guitar! That's totally not right, is it? Mantle. This is where it gets fun. You can have a cape for your superhero, which does have some physics on it. Mantle, a tech mantle. They're going steampunky for some of these things. Dragon wings? Just wanna put a... They're making a remake, City of Titans. Well, I'm gonna have to play that. It's another game I've got to subscribe to, isn't it? Well, luckily I'm not subscribing to it a lot at the moment. Now you've got a couple of different ones here. Here we've got a mantle with a brooch. And it should, and it might be hidden by the fact I've got stuff over it, but it should add a brooch into there. Or you can have a mantle on the collar. There you go. Attachment back. Cape. Or you can have... Oh, hello. So wait, can I have this mantle... tech, and then attachments... A hanging cape. So it could be something like that. It doesn't look right to me somehow. It's early stages at the moment. I bet it is, but I bet there's going to be a lot of tech from this coming into it. Because right, I'm happy with that. I like that. I want a metal cape though. There we go. So I'm wearing tinfoil. This is my character. I'm quite pleased with that. Now, the other thing you can do with this is you can change pretty much all of the things here. So if you want, if you follow the kind of the Marvel universe, then most superheroes are over 6 foot. In fact, most of them are coming up to more like sort of 7 foot. But I always think sort of 6'5" is a good one. Muscles, you can have it very unmuscly or completely muscly. I think just yeah, kind of where it was all right. Body mass, we want to there. Chest width, shoulders, I think want to come out a bit. Neck, there. Arm length, we can make his arms a lot longer. Arms, we can make a lot wider if we want to. Chest depth, we need to see here if we want to alter the chest depth, but he needs to be, you know, big enough. Biceps, we're going to make him quite strong. Give him slightly bigger hands. Lower body, leg length needs to be all the way up. No, it doesn't. That would be silly. He could be really short as well, like that. You could run around like a tiny thing. He could be all, you know, all the way up on one and then all the way down. This is that is my character right now. He is half as big on top as he is at the bottom. But no, we want something something that looks right. Lower legs, feet could be a bit larger. Upper legs, kind of all right where they are. Tail, we haven't got. Wings, we haven't got. Wings, we haven't got. And you can also show the face sliders. So from there we can change the brow. You can't see all of this because it's under all the tech, but the eyes and things like that. We can change the jaw width just there, so you can see what happens when we do that. There's one thing you just realised about this game. What's that? Nose position, nose width. Ear points, if you want to have pointy ears. Or inverse ear points, if you want to have pointy ears. We make his ears smaller so that there's kind of like the. So you can't make kids. The most popular superhero is a kid. I suppose you kind of could if you made him really short. But then, I mean, what would you do? We show the body sliders here. So you can make 45 to 4'6". You kind of can. Just you got to get the faces right. Anyway, there we go. That is our character. Now, the reason, and we're doing a 2-hour stream tonight, so we're finishing at 9 o'clock. I started a couple of minutes afterwards, so practically a kid, studies in college. That's what helps him keep his Spider. Spider-Man's Spider's a kid. That would kind of be a midget. I do agree with that. Yeah. Now the reason that that it's taken so long, I'm afraid, to do all of this, because it takes a long time to do this. You can also change the type of face and things you have here. Change his stance, look. And you can change his zoom in. You can change his face like that. That's grim, but it's like he's had very bad news. Pleasant, but it's like he's just that's wrong. Angry, determined, courageous. Just looks confused, and normal. So we'll go with normal there. Yeah, so look, it's 47 minutes into this, and we've just got to the point where we're finishing up with the character. Apart from the fact we're not quite finished with the character. So, first thing we've got to do, choose your name. Now, I wonder, is that done? Is that taken? Create your story. Okay, writing a story. I don't normally do this straight away. I usually take some time to think about it. But it's a stream all about creating stuff in the Champions Online. So, ripped out of the head of a giant space gorgon. Mr. Marvelous has no fear as he battles the enemies of the city in his constant and vigilant search for justice. I don't like the name now. I've said that. We're going to call it the something or other. The Red Cape. Somebody will have taken that. Let's just call him Red Cape. Okay. That's it. 50 minutes worth of playing around. And we've got our invasion simulator.
Press W to move forward. Press A to move left. Press S to move backward. Press D to move right.
Awesome. So, WASD basic controls, easy enough to do. We can continue there. Yay, says Callum Plays, thanks very much. Now, if I remember rightly, yeah, I can use the left mouse button to look around and see my character kind of in place. I can use the... Ooh.
Contacts have a distinctive icon above their heads.
They do.
To talk with a contact, first move near the contact and then do one of the following. Press the F key, or move your mouse cursor over the contact and press the right mouse button. Press the associated Interact button on the bottom center of the screen.
Oh, I see.
Pleased to meet you. It's always exciting to meet new heroes like yourself.
They do talking as well.
Defender from the Champions told me you'd be a good candidate to help with our new training program. Let's get started, shall we?
Okay, I'll receive 40 XP for doing this, which is great. Invasion simulation. Obviously, there's people over here as well I want to have a look at.
Scanning for data anomalies.
You bet we're Ravenswood students. We're what's called non-traditional students at the Academy, meaning we've got powers.
Oh, I don't like them already.
Heroes of tomorrow. Are you a beamer? Gearhead? Head case? Physique? Strangeling? You certainly aren't a
What's
trap
a strangeling?
In any case, thanks for helping test the simulation. Can't wait to try it myself.
I don't like him, he's an arsehole. Who else have we got around here?
Plato interface online. Please let me know if you require assistance.
Oh no, we don't require it. No, we don't do that. Right, how do I do this thing? Maybe I do require assistance.
Plato interface online.
How do I get into the thing? Do I just stand on the debris?
Simulation
I've
online and approaching 0.0.
never done this before. Just click on something. Does anybody know what I'm doing? I certainly don't. I've missed something. I have to click somewhere and do something else.
Can I help you, youngster? We'd like you to help test a new training
Talk to Plato.
simulation for our Ravenswood Academy students.
She can provide more
It's based
details on
around
the
Cula
simulation.
invasion.
Okay. Alright. She's going to provide more. Oh, well, that wasn't there before.
Hero to test the simulation.
Plato interface online.
The invasion simulation. There we go. Right. So do I stand here now? Enter the simulation. Fantastic. Here we go.
All frequencies override. Connection complete.
All right, I've completed the connection.
Attention, calling all heroes. This is Defender with a Priority 1 alert. Millennium City is under attack. I repeat, Millennium City is under attack by a hostile extraterrestrial force, the QLAR.
The what now?
I'm directing police and Primus troops to fallback positions, but they are outnumbered and outgunned. They won't last long against the advanced alien technology of the QLAR. We need reinforcements fast. I'm reading several new distress signals from the MCPD and EMS units in the south sector of downtown. All available heroes rendezvous with Sergeant McAvoy's team immediately. Help him secure the mayor and any nearby civilians. I repeat, all available heroes rendezvous with Sergeant McAvoy at the following coordinates.
Downloading coordinates now.
Once we have the civilians out of harm's way, we'll regroup at Champions HQ and take the fight back to the QLAR.
All right, come on, come on.
Heroes. Defender out.
Hurry up, they'll be closed. Here I am, this is me in a character. They're called the QLAR, but they're definitely not cooler than me. Okay, now I've said that joke, they are. I do apologise. Guy here, is this how I'm right? Talk to Sergeant McAvoy.
Thank goodness you're here. You arrived just in time. The QLAR have turned Millennium City into a war zone. We need your help.
Nice.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm gonna help.
Any assistance you can give will be greatly appreciated.
Fantastic. Right.
QLAR attack ships have been flying over the city, dropping scores of seed pods. Wherever these pods take root, they grow into hives that can produce firebugs.
Well, we don't want
Officers have
hives.
gathered up as many of these pods as they could find, and are preparing to destroy them. Could you assist them?
I've no idea. I probably
Glad you're
could.
here. Any assistance you can give will be greatly appreciated.
Okay, I'm joined by Sandy there, who was in the thing that it's obviously further ahead than I am because I've been an idiot. Now I've done that, and something's still loading up there. What's that? Okay, that's alerts and things I don't need now. I'm very slow.
Press the tab key to select the nearest enemy target. On the first passing tab in the power trace will cycle through energy visible enemy targets. Power will activate as soon as you are in range of your target.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm gonna have to get used to doing tab. That's not something that I've done for a while. But I seem to remember that was very sort of like City of Heroes. It wasn't. You receive resources, right. Press tab to select the nearest enemy. I've just done that. That's cool. Okay, so if I click on that power icon and I'm clicking on that, and then when I get there, do I do the action? I've done the action. Right, I've got to return to Sergeant What's-His-Face now. It's all very slow. I hate level 1 of MMOs because you never speed up. It's terribly, terribly slow.
Excellent work. Preventing the QLAR from taking root in the city will make it that much easier to stop this invasion.
I bet you're right, even though we know it's a simulation and all
I'm
that
glad you're here.
stuff.
Any assistance you can give will be greatly appreciated. Thank you again for your assistance. The mayor heard that you are here and would like to speak with you personally. You can find Mayor Bazell under the tent just southwest of here. I'm glad you're here. Any
How come they've got a... Oh, I don't know. Where's the mayor? There he is. He's over that way. Oh, in fact, there he is. There's a werewolf. Werewolf. I'm guessing new champions is like is.
Well, I sure am glad to see you. I've heard some good things about you. But Millennium City is in sore need of some heroes right now. My administration will not stack. When the QR attack began, I set up a command post in the Sampson building. But the initial assault gutted the building and drove everyone outside into the streets.
Ooh.
When we fled the building, I left behind my laptop and briefcase. In the laptop is a disk with the city's emergency response plan. The codes to activate the plan are in my briefcase. If I can access these items, I can get a message out of the bubble and help coordinate the city's defense.
Okay, let's do that.
My administration will not stand for alien.
We're heading over the... Ooh, hello, what's that? That's someone to talk to. Okay, not an important one.
Hero points are displayed as stars at the bottom of your hero's portrait. The more you have, the more effective your hero is in combat.
Oh, there we go. I've got one. Excuse me. Right. Now, one of the things... How do I find out where... I always seem to remember that this bit over here was better before. Yeah, I should go that way. Jumping on a thing like a... Come on then, hit him. What do you mean he's out of range? He's standing right next to me. If he is out of range, how is he hitting me? There we go. There, that's better. Aha! Oh, somebody's a healer. Oh, I see. Right, I get it now. Okay, the big blue thing is an arrow. I didn't really notice that until I was too late. Okay, so I'm in the first
Move near the flashing
place.
interactive object. Press the F key or click the interact button and then wait for the progress bar to fill.
It's double click. They could just say double click. That would be much easier. Right, now the next one is over this way. Oh, it might still be... Oh god, I'm getting hit by something. There we go. Boo-bidoo-bidoo. Fun, this, isn't it? Oh, okay, right, I can do that with that. I like the way that he's unlocking a desk like, on his hands and knees. Hey, Joe! Hello! Joe's been replaying KOTOR. How's it going? And the magical one who has just followed the channel, I'm guessing that's my friend Joe. Joe, this is a thing called Champions Online. It's good fun. It's an MMO. It's level 1. Yeah, it's me. Of course it is. I don't know anybody else who would have that name. It's got to be Joe. It's just, it has to be. Dan, say hello to Joe, who is the current Minecraft World record holder for playing Minecraft for a very long time. Is YouTube so much further behind? I'm using a thing called Restream, and it should be exactly the same, but obviously not. Dan makes Minecraft mod packs, amongst other things, and is responsible for it. I don't know where I'm going. I'm not paying any attention to chat. I'm just reading what you guys are saying.
Many thanks. I will activate the city's emergency response plan immediately. My administration will not stand for aliens attacking Millennium City.
Customize existing ones. Make sure to visit a powerhouse trainer.
Right, I've got to visit a powerhouse
Have
trainer.
information sheet. My administration will not stand for aliens attacking Millennium City.
Right, levels and experience. Getting levels, opportunity to improve your health, buy new powers, customize existing ones. So, I need to find a powerhouse trainer. Don't know where those are, but we will find one at some point. What we're doing, Master Chief is over there, so that's over in that direction. Hey! Lots of running in these games. Lots of running very, very slowly because you haven't got travel powers yet.
Is a directional arrow that will guide you to your primary mission. You can set any mission as a primary mission by clicking the number in the mission tracker, or from the mission journal J key by selecting a mission and pressing the Make Primary button.
See, they didn't tell me that straight away. That would have been a really useful thing to know before we started the last mission, but oh no. What's that thing? Yeah, the character capes are really cool. The bat's wings and things look pretty cool as well. And you see these guys with the other things up, the powers and things they've got. It's really cool.
An incoming charge-up attack is signaled by special animations and an icon above your opponent's head.
Okay.
By holding down the Shift key.
I think
The blue circle ahead of you marks the respawn point.
There are so many things going on.
Battle, pressing the recover button will transport.
Okay.
Talk about cutting it close.
Too many voices
in
my head.
We have a good chance of fighting off the impending attack, thanks to that intel. Our ability.
Cool. We've got a new thing. We've got to rescue civilians and emergency workers. And we've got to rescue 3 of them. And there's a guy here who presumably has a power. I'm not even figuring out what the power things mean.
Do you think the invasion may have delayed my plane?
Her vocal filter makes her sound like Fem Soundwave. I think they should bring capes back into everyday life. I think that's a it's a piece of clothing that we're missing out on, and you don't know how useful capes can be until you've used one. I mean, like, I've never worn a cape. I have no idea how useful it is. I've got a feeling that these things are going to be more than the one hits that I've been doing. But that's got to be... Just basically trying to figure out what the aggro range on this guy is. Oh, somebody else is dealing with him. Then I will stay out of their way unless they get... You're the rainbow guy! Oh, cool. Okay, I'm fine at the moment, but yeah, have a... Whoa! Now I might not be. Now bad things might be happening. Come on, there we go. That's... I've got things here. What are these things? I can take... Can I take these? I can stand in there and get powered up by the look of it. Take all? I've got medical supplies. Yeah, that's the job. You beat up budget Wolverines. Here's the guy. He's the prisoner person. Oh, I didn't realise there were 3 here. That's a bit of a bugger. Come on. Hit the thing. That's better. Okay, I've got one down. I've got 2 more to go. Or is that 1 of 2? There's another guy here. Done! Nice. Okay. Gotta go back to this guy. What's common in deserts? Does my hero have a catchphrase? He's only barely got a name.
Excellent.
I called him the Red Cape because
Roughest thing.
he had a red cape. I think he needs to have one there, doesn't he? Right, I'm now fighting at level 3, which is nice. I'm still no sodding faster though, am I? And there's a question mark over there, which I think means that there's a... Oh, I can't go that way.
Get out there and kick those Qulars back to whatever galaxy they came from.
What could my superhero catchphrase be? It was a 3-link caper. Do you do a solo run? Well, I'm kind of soloing tonight, with just so until other people might be interested in playing. That's why I'm doing this in the first place.
Alerting you to an available mission in the area.
But I'm not unaware of the game, or at least the old version of the game. I'm very capable. I think. Yeah, I'm getting there. There's that's nearly there, I think. I think its catchphrase should be, "Are you ready to be rendered incapable?" There you go. I should be standing in these things because they help me with stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got to talk to someone who's over here. That's what I'm doing. Thank you very much, Joe. I missed out on the mission thing because I wasn't paying enough attention.
You're a sight for sore eyes. We're getting hit from... Get out there and kick those Qular back to whatever galaxy they came from. Dr. Silverback detected strange alien energy waves in the city that are driving some of the Qular insane. We need to find the source. The Qulars have antenna arrays that are more sensitive to the waves than our own.
And now you can't see.
Take these scoundrels and activate them near 2 of the Qular
Jedis don't have capes, do they? They have overgarments. Are there lots of capes in the desert? Is this just not? I don't think that's a thing. I don't think capes in the desert is a thing. I think you can get robes. Yes, that's the thing. That aren't capes. Robes. I should point out, this is the first time I've talked to anybody all day, and I'm not really talking to people now. That's the irony of the whole situation. Come on. Get it. There we go. So I'm sneaking around. I don't know how I am being quite so sneaky. What with being in bright red all the time. Ooh, look, a car. Why?
Many of the Qular closer to the Champions building have been driven into a berserker rage. These enraged drones are hurling themselves at Maite Sanchez and her team in endless waves.
Cool, I've got another mission. Right, what am I doing here? Scan that. And defeat enraged drones. Scan by equipping and using the drone controller, which is one of these things. Hey, didn't want to do that. I will let them alone. I'm gonna kill some things, I think. Whilst I'm waiting for that to happen. Oh, that was painful. There we go. This isn't the thing that I want to use it. Communication object. No, I want to use the drone controller. Or do I? Should be able to do something with that, I'm sure. Maybe I'm going to go on to the next one and see if... Because it might be that there's two people interacting with it. Mrs. Blaze took your glasses. That's... Whoa! They're nasty. So I'm going to have to clear these things around the outside of it. Follow the waypoints. I'm very bad at following waypoints. It doesn't look like a waypoint, that's the thing. Now what do I do? Anybody know? This is the thing, because this is where the thing's meant to be. They are kind of bug-like. They're aliens from Alien Place. Oh, pick up the... That's quite nice. I can pick stuff up. It did say to equip something. I don't have an inventory. Drone controller, there we go. That's what I need to do. Is that it? That's done. So I need to do this one over here. I need to do this other one which is over there somewhere. It's not a movie, it's an education. Yeah, if anybody wants a reason to kill spiders, then Starship Troopers is it. That's the rule. Right, scanning frequencies. Right, done that one. Now I've got to get the rest of these enraged drones, which are around here somewhere. They're all around here somewhere. Drone, drone, drone. I think it's drone leader, drone. Let them deal with that, because that's what they're doing. There's an enraged drone over there. There we go. How cool is that? That's sick. I think I did 3 in one go then. Brilliant. I can stand in these things and get some energy and stuff back. And I'm done. I'm going back to the thing. He's still very slow. Yeah, Joe, my thing's a bit. My bot is a little bit temperamental when it comes to caps or emojis. But it doesn't like either of them, or exclamation marks, as we found out a little bit earlier on. My bot is a harsh mistress. And there's some joke somewhere there about having a mistress for a bot or something. Right, so apparently I'm in the right place, roughly. Going that way, okay. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just following this blue thing. Ah, oh dear, right. I've done that wrong. Did you see that? Those things speak in nothing but emojis. I do like this. Oh god. I do like this game in that it's very instant. It's not like World of Warcraft. You're right in the middle of the battles. And similarly, or rather, not like World of Warcraft, you've got a fairly shallow aggro range on some of these creatures as well, so you can get from place to place without messing around. Right, I'm talking to a hologrammatic monkey.
Salutations, my esteemed compatriot. I was occupied with some experiments on Monster Island when the Kular launched their invasion. It's a relief we have somebody like you to help against this interstellar aggression.
Thanks very much, Joe. I'll see you soon. Starship Troopers 3 I haven't seen yet. Is it the cartoon one?
Connect the drone controller to the rocket pod, and the data will download automatically. Do be careful. I believe the signal. Do be careful. These Kular are not to be underestimated.
Right, what are we doing here?
Open missions are missions tied to a specific location or event. You may join or leave the mission at any time simply by entering or exiting the mission area. Completing an open mission grants rewards.
Right, so one of the things I've got to do is defend the cannon, which is... I mean, that's the cannon. Oi!
After participating in a successful open mission, you may receive a reward based on your contribution. Look for the open mission reward icon within the area of the open mission and move next to it to collect your reward.
Well, I didn't do very much just then, so that wasn't for me. I don't think I deserved a reward for that. That'll do though. I'm still trying to do this other one to find the other guy near the thing who's doing the doodah. I've got to get in that building somehow, I guess. But then there's these things that are quite... Wait. Oh well, never mind. Look at how instant it is. Look at how they leave you alone if you're not the person who's meant to be doing things. Right. Alright, here we go.
The cannon is completed? Great!
Great.
The Kular have been fighting hard to get inside the Champions building. Kinetic and I have managed to hold most of them off, but some managed to slip by us. Defender followed them inside. I think he may need your help. We must prevent any more Kular. Dr. Silverback analyzed. We must prevent any more Kular from entering the head...
Okay, so Homestead Security, enter the Champions building. Which means navigating doors.
Success inside the Champions building means the defeat of the Kular invasion.
Ooh.
Once the Kular are defeated, you will be unable to complete or turn in any missions that take place during the invasion. If you have unfinished missions you wish to complete or turn in, it is recommended that you do so before entering the Champions building.
I mean, I don't think I do.
Success inside the Champions building.
Have I got any... I don't know where... I can't bring my... M. M is usually a mission thing. No. Okay, I haven't got anything else. So I'm entering the Champions building. Oh, little bit of lag there, which is kind of worrying. What's going on? Yay, champion! Thank you very much. I'm guessing I've got to sort of work my way towards... It's very laggy in here. That's the guy, that's Defender, I think. No, it isn't. Okay, that's something else I need to destroy. So is that? What's he? Oh god. Right, Trooper Bot's down. I'm gonna get out of here for a sec, because things aren't going well. I've got very little health. The red glowy thing is happening. I may probably die. Right. Let's just wait here for a bit, let my health recharge for a second. Oh, ow. Okay, they're destroyed. I am meant to be going this way, I'm sure, because there's that big eye there. And look,
over here.
There's
we don't
Defender.
Have much time.
Excellent.
Black Talon and his destroyed minions are behind the Kular attack on Millennium City.
Black Talon?
The Kular are just pawns. Black Talon used some sort of technology to provoke the Kular to attack.
They're just pawns!
You look like you can handle yourself pretty well.
Over here.
If we
don't
stop
have much
Black
time.
Talon, I bet we can turn the tide of this entire invasion. The Black Talon armor was created by Dr. Destroyer himself. So anybody who wears it is not to be underestimated.
Dr. Destroyer.
I hope you are ready for the fight of your life.
And I thought the red cape was a stupid sodding name.
Over here. We don't have much time.
Is he going to keep saying that? Right, so I'm guessing these things up
Talon
here.
Is our adversary. He's a servant of Dr. Destroyer. And if we don't bring him down quickly, he'll lay waste to all Millennium City.
He's a big guy. That's not a good place to be. Whoa, lots of lag again.
Block.
Ah, right. I know what I need to do. I need to block in future. Blocking uses the shift key. Come on, hit the bastard.
Block.
Ha! Do you really think your second-rate superpowers can stand up to a servant of the Great Destroyer?
I'll hold off the reinforcements.
No, I didn't think they could at all.
You're going to have to defeat Black Talon on your own.
I'm defeated. Okay. When humans recover, they lose stars and become less effective. I don't think that I can be any less effective than I usually am. Recover? Right. Let's try again, shall we? This is where it all goes wrong, and I'm not able to do the thing. This is where a half-hour stream becomes just a constant mission of me trying to redo it again and again and again and again. I don't like the way he runs. Can I change the way he runs? Look at this. It's like he's got a bad back or something. Dooby-dooby-doo. Excuse me, coming through. This, of course, is the problem with melee stuff. Ah! Shift! I pressed the wrong button. I'm blocking, look. Now I can move in and attack. Okay, maybe I can't. Wow. This guy's difficult. Oh yes, I prefer playing melee. I'm an idiot. Of course, usually you do something like this with a much bigger team. You wouldn't go after a boss on your own with an NPC. He's nearly down though, look. Black Talon's doing okay, but... Not Black Talon, sorry, the other guy. Ah! F to break free. I don't know where I got that from. F to break free, there we go. F to break free. Again, I pressed the wrong button. Oh! I did a score thing. That's good. Let's kill this guy here.
You've shown great bravery today, my friend.
I have. You don't need to do that.
Shut down all those beacons. They broadcast a high-frequency signal which drives the QLAR crazy. That's what caused them to attack.
Oh, right. So we're shutting stuff down now. Right. It's not quite yay yet. Wow, this guy's tough. Thank you very much. I don't know that that was meant to be a well done thing, but... Do I use this on it? No, I used a low power healing patch. There you go, I just have to interact with it like that. Thanks, Callum Blaze. And this thing over here, do I have to do anything over here? Doesn't look... I've picked up the console. So I can now throw the console at other people. And there's other people over here. Excuse me. I'm kind of remembering what's going on now. I'm kind of remembering how it went, how it all went.
And hope he's able to bring down the QLAR mothership.
Right. How do we do that?
This door leads to the defense control room.
Well, I mean, you know, you could have opened it. You're just standing there going, "Oh, I'm the big superhero. I'm going to open it myself."
Go for it. Launch the ironclad defense.
The ironclad defense. Which is usually no, honest governor, it wasn't me.
Seal the shell. We don't have much time.
Ironclad's hypervelocity shell easily penetrated both the shield and the mothership's armor.
Firing a big gun. That's what's happening.
The destruction of the mothership sent the QLAR into confusion.
Well, it would, wouldn't it? I'm there where it's... Look, I'm in the thing.
Aliens fled.
It's Trump's wall. Is that what we need to do? We need to get a great big gun at it, just pointing at it. And because they're Americans, they have to fire it. Is that right? I don't know. And hey, that was the training simulation.
Plato interface online. Please let me know if you require designation superhero. Thank you for your help in testing the QLAR invasion simulation MK1.247B. Your data has been uploaded to the Ravenswood Academy databanks for processing. Headmistress Rowan would like to speak to you before you leave.
God, I don't know. Thank you very much, but I can't do anything right without being sent to the headmistress. So.
My goodness. I monitored your progress through the Kula invasion simulation. Very impressive. Thank you again for helping test this scenario. This will be a valuable training exercise for the Ravenswood Academy students.
Oh, you're from the UK. Yes, well, if the accent didn't tip you off, yes, I'm from Britland. The United States of Kingdom. Yes. What do I got to do here? I think I get to continue. Oh, you're Russian, but you live in England. What part of England are you living in?
The Powerhouse is a special training facility for heroes and is what made the Kula invasion simulation possible. Head to the main lobby and speak with one of the trainers. They will show you how to unlock your hidden potential and make sure you are properly equipped.
Right. I've got to leave the Powerhouse. And then I've got to visit the Powerhouse. Cambridgeshire. We're in, well, some of us are in Gloucestershire.
My goodness.
Which is across the country, sort of. United States of Kingdom. Yes, that's an important thing. How do I leave? I wasn't paying attention. Welcome. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Happy anniversary. Yeah, go away. Do I get in here? Go to main lobby. There we go. I'm going to the main lobby. Tutorial is over. So if anybody's interested in how long it takes to kind of play around with champions for a bit, an hour and a half, and you'll get through the first bit of tutorials. So I've got these guys here. This is Destroyer of Worlds. He's a player, I think. Oh no, he's oh no, he is a player. He's level 40 player. You got these though, right? Head trainer. Welcome to the Powerhouse. Continue. So, this is what we can do in the Powerhouse. We can train up, remove powers, You can buy a retcon token, which means you can redo your whole character, which is pretty cool. The Powerhouse, that's just information. Energy and equilibrium video. I think we can skip that for the travel powers video. Okay, alright, so there's some videos that we probably should watch because yeah. Purchase powers. So increase my dexterity, increases critical strike and dodge, or I've got Form of the Tempest, which grants stacks of focus for each rank of power you have in addition. When you score a critical hit, you'll gain an additional stack of focus. Each stack of focus increases your melee damage by 5% and range damage by 2.5% 20 seconds. When you gain the stack, you also gain a plus 12 to energy. Focus stacks up to 8 times and gains a new stack with What do you think? Should I increase my primary dexterity stat or choose Form of the Tempest? I'll give you a little bit of time to catch up. And whilst we do, we'll just have a look at... Oh, I think I've got to do dexterity. I think that's kind of the... And I'm going to purchase a travel power. Now, there's lots of different travel powers. Acrobatics and athletics. Super jump. Teleportation. But right up here we've got flight and jetpacks. I think I'm going to choose flight. Teleportation for stealth. I've never liked teleportation. I could never get on with it. But I like flight here. We've got the greatest maneuverability here. It gradually increases when in combat. It's reduced, which means you can do that kind of hoverability thing. Whilst active, the energy cost of all powers is increased, of course. Right. So what here? Highest top speed of all flight powers. Top speed is not the best thing. When out of combat, it gradually increases over time. While in combat, flight speed is reduced. Slightly less maneuverability than basic flight. Okay, I mean, you know, do I go with jetpack, which I think would be cool as a character concept, and it's the fastest of them. That's pretty cool as well. Or do I go with flight, which is the most maneuverable of them, and is flight? I like the idea it behaves like jet boots. I don't know. Most flight powers are the same, just slightly different max speed and control. Right. Well, in which case, if it's that dissimilar, if it's that similar, I'm going to go with jetpack. Okay, so let's have a look at what I've got. I've got number 3 here. Form of the Tempest. Oh, train when you feel back. Alright, okay. And I've got T. Is flight mode. Oh, I quite like that. Yeah, I could get on with that. Jetpack is fastest. Again, I'm not worried about it being fastest. I just, yeah, I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with the options that I've got. I don't know what they all do, but we'll find out later on. Right, now it's 20 minutes to go. I want to have a quick look in here as well. This is where you can change your costume and your whole look. So if you've never done this before, I've never done this before. Click on the tailor. Now you've got to collect in-game money to be able to do this. So you can buy a costume slot. That costs money. Or I think you can earn them as the game progresses. Or you can edit your costume. So click on edit costume and all that changes. But I think, again, the edit for the costume actually changes. It costs you Zen as well. So worth noting, can be done, and you can have completely different looks for your character if you want. But it does cost a bit of money to do it, unless you wait for the opportunity in game. And that was the same as when we were having a look at this. We talked to the Powerhouse trainer here as well. When we were looking at remove powers and respecking powers, I think there are things in game that you can do, and it will give you a thing. Certainly in City of Heroes, respecking was a mission. You could do 3 missions during your 40-odd levels that you were in there. So there's a few things that we want to have a look at: energy and equilibrium, charge ups and maintained powers, travel powers, stats and gear. So these are all videos. Now obviously I've chosen the travel power now, but it's worth just having a look and seeing what we've done. So let's choose stats and gear first. Watch video.
Each time you level up, you may gain new powers. New powers are displayed here. Just press the Purchase Powers button to add them to your hero. At certain levels, you may have a choice of powers. Select the power you want and press Select Power. You may also receive advantage points. Advantage points are used to purchase new ranks in an existing power or add a special effect to one. Choices available to you have green text. You may also receive talent points. Each talent you buy increases 1 or more of your hero's stats. Stats highlighted in yellow within a talent are your hero's super stats. What are super stats? Glad you asked. The character screen shows a picture of your hero and your hero's stats. Moving your cursor over any stat displays a tooltip with detailed information on how that stat affects your hero's performance. Super stats are highlighted in yellow in your character window. Increasing the value of your super stats grants bonus damage in combat, in addition to the stat's normal effects. You can also alter your hero's stats with gear. Upgrades are classed as offense, defense, and utility. Within each class, an upgrade may be ranked as a primary or secondary. Hover your cursor over an upgrade to view its effect. Any changes to your super stats are highlighted in bold yellow text. Equip an upgrade by dragging and dropping it into the appropriate slot. Right-clicking or double-clicking an upgrade equips it in the first available slot of the proper type.
Okay, I think you're ready to face Millennium City. Let's get you some gear and get you back to Defender.
Okay, that made a lot of sense. You get stats and things, you can add stats and things in. Okay, we'll take a look at some of this stuff as well in a sec as well. Do jetpacks work in space? Yes, they would, because right, it's all to do with action and reaction. So if you have a jetpack which is enclosed, you'd need something which is, you know, good enough to not explode in space. So a material around the outside of it that's not going to expand too much because of the air in it. But if you push air out of it, you've got to have an opposite reaction, and that's going to push you forward. The thing you can't, in fact, that's how they control certain ships and things, by pushing out little bits of air in order to maneuver it into place. So yeah, jetpacks do work in space. So you learn stuff on these things as well. Let's watch about charge-ups.
Let's discuss charge-ups and maintains. Any power that has a charge time can be charged up. Hold down your mouse button on the powers icon, or keep the assigned number key pressed to charge a power. The longer you charge the power, the more damage it does and the more energy it expends. You can activate the power at any time by releasing the power key. The power activates automatically when fully charged. Charge-up powers can also be fired with a tap for a quick burst of damage. Just press and release. Maintain powers start with the charge bar full. A maintain power remains active until the charge bar empties, you run out of energy, or you release the power key. If you have sufficient energy, you can immediately reactivate the power by pressing the key again.
Okay, that's interesting. There's a guy thermostat right next to me. He looks cool. Right, charge-ups, travel powers video. We've chosen a travel power. We might as well see what else they say about them.
Travel powers allow you to quickly get from point A to point B. You'll receive your first travel power when we finish here. It's bound to your T key by default. Tapping the T key or clicking the powers icon activates it.
Tapping the T key.
Some travel powers accelerate over time. You can charge up these powers to start moving at full speed immediately.
Like a Hawaiian thing. Not a Hawaiian pizza. That's a different thing. Yeah, through a thermosphere, yeah. I can get how through a thermosphere you might have different problems, but again, it's all, there's physics involved, but when you're out in the kind of the vacuum of space, then that's different again. Right, let's watch the video.
Each time you level up, you may gain new powers.
I probably
new
will.
Powers are displayed here. Just press the Purchase Powers button to add them to your hero. At certain levels, you may have a choice of powers.
Did we watch
Select
this?
the power you want and press
We
Select
did watch
Power.
this.
You may also receive...
Can I get... Yeah, I can get back there. That's better. Energy and Equilibrium. This is the last one we have to watch.
All heroes have a power that generates energy. This is called an energy builder.
Oh.
The energy you have stored is shown in your energy bar. Your other powers have activation costs that drain this stored energy.
Ooh,
There's a marker
Austin
on your energy
powers.
bar that shows your equilibrium point. Outside of combat, your energy reserves automatically regenerate to this point over time.
Oh, I see. So I've got equilibrium right now. That's cool. But I could have more if it's right. So I can bring up... Oh god, I can bring up the powers. You can see what you get. I've got the Unleashed, which gives me... Right, okay, that's good. So I can find out what all of those things do. Form of Tempest, which gives me a bit of a boost of stuff. I'm guessing that's an energy power. Now, the other thing that I've got, before we go anywhere, because I think that's all the videos and things watched, I'm going to go into this cog in a minute. The other thing I've got is this starter pack. If I double click on that, I've received some things, which I... Oh, they're down here. Oh, cool. Right, okay. Got a resource boost, which is a 20% boost in resources for an hour of in-game time. So I guess that gives you a few more extra resources. I've got a healing device. I've got a 10-pack of healing devices. That's pretty cool. It's got a bit of heal. And... a 10 charges of increased damage. Okay, so that's useful. These are the resources that I've got, which is not very much. Early days, of course, it's not going to be much. Alright, that's good. That's where I am. Okay, we have 10 minutes. What I would like to do is... Oh, gear pack from head trainer. I've missed something. That's the head trainer. Starter gear pack. That's going to give me cunning gloves, an energetic jetpack, and a rebinding helmet. Okay, so this is going to give me some extra stats, like you'd expect with other things. How do I put it on my character, though? Powers, champion information. Is it in here? I see. Okay, that's fantastic. Brilliant. You can always... oh, wow. Okay. Right, so I've given myself a bit of a boost to stats as well. That's fantastic. Let's head out into the world. Leave the powerhouse. Get points for leaving the powerhouse. You know what points mean? Prizes, presumably. Okay, the next thing I have to do is choose a specialization when I reach level 10, apparently. So there we go.
Millennium City.
Okay.
A gleaming city of the future. A
It's neat,
triumph
isn't it?
of
It's
human
good.
engineering and a testament to the human imagination.
Is it really? Right.
But
right, that's
behind
nice.
the beauty, there is tragedy. Ours is a city built upon the ashes of catastrophe. When the maniac known as Dr. Destroyer brought down the city that stood here before, cutting short the lives of thousands. To this day, there are those who live in fear that Dr. Destroyer will rise again to threaten this great city. Some even say he already has returned. That Destroyer
little bit
was
Harry Potter,
responsible
isn't
for
it?
the recent Kular invasion. And now he's
thought he was.
producing an army of robots from a facility hidden somewhere within city limits. and that another savage attack on Millennium City could come at any time. I am here to make sure that does not happen.
Why can't the
My
city of the
name
future
is
ever be
Defender.
peaceful? Well, nobody knows.
I am the leader of the champions, the world's most powerful super team. This is my town, and it's my duty to protect it. But if you're willing to lend a hand, I would be honored to accept your assistance.
Luckily, it doesn't do that every time you enter the city, because that would be annoying. But, yeah, you're right. There should be peaceful things. I don't really know where I'm going. There must be a... Oop, tea. This is obviously... This is the main hub of the place. I've missed... Someone here has a... Oh, he's there. The Defender's there. I see what's going on. Right, okay. So now I'm a sidekick. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not like a proper... I'm more like a... I'm more like a Nightwing than a Robin. I don't have to go around with a thing. Right. Right, so... We've called in important allies to help combat the spike in villainous activity. One of those is a man called the Drifter. Another is you. The Drifter is helping us manage threats to the city and coordinate appropriate responses. I've told him about you. I hope we can count on your help in these dangerous times. Speak with the Drifter in Ren Center. Okay, that's one. And Bare Necessity. There are disturbing reports coming out for the west side about a major increase in gang activity. I'd like you to spearhead an investigation of these reports. Head to the 8th Precinct. It's due west of my position here, and just below the dividing wall along the waterfront. Talk to Kodiak. He's an FBI agent working with the NCDP gang task force. He can brief you on the situation. Get your investigation started. You'll probably find him near that monster truck he's so proud of. Is it a real monster with a truck? Who knows? Due to the urgency of the situation, you may use one of the teleporter pads to reach him quickly. Okay, so I'll accept that as well. We have got our first 2 missions here. We'll go to the Drifter first, because he's not very far away. There he is, look. Hey, he's a cowboy! Word is you're one of the better heroes in this city. That's how cowboys sound, all of them, every single one. At least that's what Defender says. See, he's doing it again. Glad to have you on board. You might have noticed the increase in villain activity the champions have. They've called in some favors, and well, here we both are. Ready to fight? I can't do that for too long. It's gonna... yeah. Alright, I've met him now. That's it. I thought he was going to give me more missions. That's rubbish. Speak with Kodiak in Westlands. That's the next one. I'm hovering over something now. There's an information point here. I see. Right, okay, so I'm going to leave that because that looks like team stuff with more than one person in. I need to go to here. Apparently I can use one of the teleportation pads, but it might be nice to fly. Yeah. I've obviously done the wrong thing. He's obviously far too far away. It would be really handy if they gave you some sort of idea of how what the distance was between you and the person. There's the monster truck! Look, that must be where the monster truck is. And there he is. I want to fly all the time now. Things are heating at West Side, and we need all the help we can get. Alright, taking back Westland and restaurant racketeering. We're just going to do one of these missions. Let's see, what have we got? Defeat 12 purple gang members. Or take back the restaurant. Well, let's do the restaurant first because, you know, restauranty people, they need our help. It's the restaurant, is it? No, it's a different restaurant, obviously. It's got to be that place. It has to be that place. Here. Maybe let's do this a bit, and then. Brilliant. Oh, cool. See, guns don't worry me too much. Hey, there we go. It's easy, this. Absolutely, really easy. Just let my health and stuff recharge a bit, because I might have gone a little bit too far. We only need 4 more of these. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. Done. And we've done it. That's it. That's our first 2 missions done. Isn't that cool? And there we shall end it. The finger of time is fondling the anal passage of destiny. So there, yes, we're going to end tonight's stream on that. We've done our first couple of missions in whatever the hell they've called it, city, and we've got our defender. We've done all the trainee bits. We've got our character there, the red cape, who has a red cape. That is his distinguishing feature. Bit of luck, really. He could have had a green cape and called himself Mr. Smelly. But yeah, until next time, thanks very much for coming along. Don't forget all of the other fantastic Battle Cattle stuff that's going on this week. Don't forget to join the Discord as well if you are not already in it. And that's our Discord. Do go along and join that. That's going to be where you'll find out more about what we're doing. Until next time, thanks very much for coming along. It's been a pleasure having you all here. Thanks to everyone who's dropped in. Good night. Bye, folks. Thank you for watching this Battle Cattle stream, and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Do check out the other videos in this channel, and if you want more streaming fun, why not follow me on twitch.tv/Mr_Steven. That's with a PH. Whilst you're there, you might want to follow all of these lovely folk as well who make up the Battle Cattle team. Well, that's me signing off. Until next time, folks. Good night.